Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Rachel Cruze Show. And today's episode, I want to call her like a food expert, a cook, an author, all the things. Abby Turner is here. Abby, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited.
I'm so glad that you're here. And you guys may know her Instagram account, The Tabletop Affair, because I love everything about what you do. Your messaging, your heart, your soul.
Yeah.
So kind of tell everyone who's not familiar with you just what you love.
Yeah, so I am kind of really in love with the table. I think that there is a lot of great, just community and connection that comes when you just approach the table. And food is just that natural conduit that kind of gets us there.
Yes.
And so I started a blog and started an Instagram where it's all things easy, 30 minutes or less, like really inexpensive, because at the end of the day, it's not about perfection, it's not about presentation, it is about the people.
That's right.
And if we can get there, then hey, I'll help you.
I think it's so good. I know I feel like how your parents have like phrases that you kind of like make fun of them for, and you're
right.
kind of, my dad's is always like, break bread with people.
Yeah.
Break bread with people. Like if you sit down and you have a meal with someone, there is a level of connection and intimacy that is bigger than if you were just like texting or, something digitally, right?
It slows us down.
Yes.
It really gets us in that mindset of let's talk.
Yeah.
Let's break the bread.
Yes.
Let's
actually have community and talk about it, right? So, and then I love your stuff too, because you talk about, obviously it's beautiful. You can see from what she's done just with this, which we'll talk about in a second, but it's intimidating. So I think some people hold back of like inviting people over because they feel like they're not a good cook or their tablescape is not great and beautiful. But you like lower all those boundaries and you're just like, break those walls down.
Right.
And it doesn't have to be perfect.
Well, Instagram and Pinterest and everything out there has told us that it has to be perfect. We have to be, this perfect chef, Food Network star, name it.
Yes.
And you don't have to be.
Yeah.
You just need to be at the table. And what is better than to be at the table with great food?
I know, that's right. Okay, so one of the things that she do is she has different tables and they all have themes, which I love. So we picked two of them for the show today. And I picked this one, selfishly, because I do like popcorn and I have kids, so this is easy. But this is the table that connects. So kind of walk me through that idea.
So the table that connects, in the Living Table, the cookbook, I broke it out into these different tables that we see throughout Scripture, that we see Jesus really, breaking bread out, bringing his disciples, teaching us how to be, great servants of people. And so connecting is one of those really big nuggets that's like, let's get with people. And so let's make it easy. I did a popcorn board here. And what I love about it is that you can do it with kids, you can do it with your girlfriend, you can do it with your family, movie night, game night, you name it. Let's just bring people around. And what I love about this is that you could have people bring their favorite item. You just bring the popcorn and then everybody else can bring their accoutrement. And and just add it in, have some fun bags. And so that's what we did here.
Oh, it's so great. Okay, so the idea for this one specifically, it's popcorn, obviously, is like the base. So different types of popcorn, which doesn't take very long to find, right? You can just do this really quick. But then adding these elements, which adds a level of like creativity and just fun.
And flavor, great flavor. So we've got some edamame peas, which are spicy. For those that are spicy, if you follow me at all, you know I do not do spicy. So I will not be partaking in the green peas over there.
I'll take those, Abby, I'll take those.
And then we've got some yogurt covered raisins, which everyone loves.
Yeah.
Cranberries, because a pop of color is always great.
Yes.
Who wants just plain white popcorn? Nobody.
Yeah, give it a little something.
Give it a little color. So then we have some honey roasted pecans. If you're a nut person, I'm not, but
I love it,
put it on the board. Pretzels and M&Ms, and let me tell you a little secret. These are the crunchy M&Ms.
Oh, yeah.
They're so much better than just the plain ones. They give it a nice little crunch texture.
In the popcorn of it all. It's so smart.
It's so smart. And then 3 different popcorns. I've got your basic, just your white popcorn, and then I've got a chocolate drizzle popcorn, which if you're in the cookbook, I do a s'mores drizzle popcorn. You could definitely make that, or you can just buy it because it's just easy. And then cheddar popcorn. So we can make our own.
I have these bags.
Yes, how fun are these little bags? They're just your lunch sacks. You probably have them around because it is back to school time. And we've got just little ribbons tied around them. You don't have to do that. Give your kids some markers and draw their names or doodle on them and have some fun. And we can just put whatever kind of popcorn. Oh, I did forget 2 things over here.
What?
You were asking me about this.
I know, I was like, there's something, I have no clue what this is.
So we have ranch seasoning, And then do you want to guess what the yellow seasoning is?
It can't be mustard.
It's not mustard, it's garlic parmesan.
Whoa.
So I know. So, and those are popcorn seasonings, so you can find them at the store. Super inexpensive.
And you just sprinkle something on there.
Sprinkle them on there.
So great.
So shall we get started?
I know, I do. I want some.
Okay,
I want some of this.
Get some of that chocolate
How do you
drizzle.
feel about this? This happening right now?
I'm going to. Hey, if we were watching a movie right now, I think this is what we would.
This is what would happen.
Be doing.
And when it's your kids, there's more gross stuff that happens in your home than just reaching for popcorn. Let's be honest.
And you know what? You can even I'm gonna put some cheddar on top of mix the popcorns together.
Yep, I'm going plain.
So fun. I'm gonna put some crunch and some pretzels.
I feel the need of
maybe some color.
Okay, I'm gonna do it.
Try it.
I'm gonna do it.
I wouldn't put all of that. Just
no, I know. What do I do? Pinch it?
No, I think you could just sprinkle.
Like a little fairy dust,
just
right?
a little fairy dust.
Just a little fairy dust.
You got it. You got it. You got it. Okay. There you go. Just shake it around.
I'm so nervous.
And then pop it. Look at how fun that is.
Oh, cute.
Yum.
Cute.
Perfect. And then you have your little.
You know, I need a little color. See,
you look down and then you're like, what am I missing? Okay,
and then,
some yogurt.
So I see some of that yellow on there.
What do you think?
Oh, that's not bad.
It's good.
Yeah, it's not bad. I judged
fun.
Abby at first. I did.
It's okay. Don't judge a popcorn seasoning by its color.
That's right. Well, I love this idea. Number one, it's not expensive, right? And you can just find stuff that you already have in your pantry. Because this all probably costs what? If you have
I think the entire board, everything together, I spent maybe $25. So, and look at how much we just got, and you probably could do, 8 or 10 people here. So you're looking at $2.50 a pop?
It's so fun.
Easy.
And I like it too because it's so creative.
Yeah.
And it's something different. And it's those things in life that I realize make the memories, right?
Yeah, it is. It's all about the moments. I love the anniversaries. I love the birthdays and the big holidays and the huge family gatherings. But there's something about the Tuesday nights, the Friday afternoons, the Sundays, that you just want to bring people in and connect.
Yes.
And this helps them do that. Hey, come over, let's turn on a movie, bring your favorite popcorn add-in, and I'll get the popcorn.
Yes, and you just set it up, and they were like, you're so creative, and you're like, it's Abby Turner. Okay, so this is the table that connects, which I love. And next, we're gonna talk about the table that serves.
Yes, one of my favorites to love.
Today, we're talking about things we need to stop wasting $20 on. Baby shoes. They're babies. They're not walking around. Don't buy shoes for them. Lottery tickets. Yeah, the Powerball jackpot. You got 1 in 292 million chances of winning, so don't waste your money. An Olaf waffle maker. I mean, pretty dang cute, I know. And the results? Adorable, but let it go. Wipe warmers. Yeah, the baby's gonna survive. Keep your $20. Clothes for your pets. I mean, super cute, fabulous, bougie, all the things, but you don't need to spend $20 on it. Guys, these things are totally unnecessary. What I do need to make sure I'm taking care of are these guys. I remember when Winston and I first got married and we talked about life insurance. Honestly, it was easy for us to talk about because we wanted to keep each other covered in case the worst were to ever happen. That's why we have term life insurance through Xander Insurance. It's $20 to $30 a month that I am more than happy to spend. Xander shops the top-rated term life insurance companies to make sure that they find you the best rates for the coverage that your family needs. You can have the same peace of mind that we have. So go to Xander.com to get started today. Don't waste any more time.
All right, so for the table that serves, what do we have?
Okay, the best kind of cake, the breakfast sausage bundt cake, the bundt cake. And it is one of my favorites because it can be used literally, I know that it's in the table that serves, it can be used in any type of serve. If you want to serve your neighbor that just moved in, if you want to serve a new mom that has a sweet little baby, if you just want to serve, your friend or your mom or your family or just, your kids.
So good.
It is so easy and comes together in 45 minutes, super easy.
And what I love is that people always think of dinner. They're always like, oh yeah, if I'm gonna make something, make it for dinner. But when someone gives you breakfast, my sister made these strawberry muffins when I had babies. She did it every baby because I was like, you gotta be making me these. And it was just so different to wake up and you're like, oh, I have breakfast, right?
Breakfast.
It's just kind of, I don't know. I love that change. It's wonderful. Okay. So
and I also love that when you have unexpected guests. That's something I talk about at the beginning of the book in the hosting handbook. And that, sometimes you just have those friends that just, hey, can I stay another night? You're just so fun. I want to stay. And you're like, what are we gonna do next? Well, this is what we're gonna do.
Yes.
So little tip, little trick. If you make the sausage the night before.
Okay.
You don't have to spend time or dirty up your pan making it the next morning. You can just go ahead and throw it in, and it just makes it, just makes it a little bit easier. We're gonna start with 2 cans of biscuits.
Do you need both open?
Yeah, we need both open.
I can open some cans, Abby. I think I can.
And then we're gonna cut these. I like to cut them into 4ths. Honestly, it doesn't matter what they look like, what the biscuits kind of the shape is, because they are all gonna take on a shape of their own when we get them into the bowl. Okay.
Pull apart.
Okay, if I'll cut and you can pull apart.
Yes.
How about that?
Yes.
So I'm just cutting these into 4ths, and then we're pulling them apart and putting them in. We're gonna top all of this off with butter.
And how much butter did you say again?
Just 8 tablespoons, so 1 stick. And I have melted that nice and
beautiful.
Nice and good. So I'm gonna pour that all in there. And then we're gonna stick, we can get our hands really messy, or you can get a spatula and do it. Yep. Either way, you know, if your kids like to get in here, go ahead, let them do it.
Let them enjoy, you know?
Let them do it. Okay, so then is the fun part, the cake part. So we are gonna layer a bundt cake pan with the biscuits first. And one thing about the biscuits is that they're going to expand. When you put them into the oven, you know that they're gonna grow. And so our first instinct is to make sure everything's covered and to layer them. You don't have to, because they're gonna expand. So now we are gonna use our hands, and we're gonna just take them and layer them right down in the pan.
And again, they can have some separation.
And I make 3 layers, and so divide your biscuit dough into 3rds. This is perfect. Then we're gonna take, I'm gonna let you take that. So again, 3rds. And we are going to put that sausage all the way around.
I'm going
just
scarce.
like that.
Scarce.
Yep, that's perfect. That's perfect. And then we are gonna take some of this cheese, again, just a 1/3 of it, and layer it in there, because every bite needs to have a little bit of sausage and a little bit of cheese, right?
Okay, what's this green stuff?
It's gonna be chives. We're gonna top it off
later.
Yep. And
Patience, Rachel. Patience.
And I have a special little tip for you with the chives.
Yes, stay tuned, people. Don't click out of this video.
I know, sitting on the edge of your seat, I know. Okay, so now we can do the sausage.
Yep.
2 more, I guess we have. This one, and then one more layer.
Okay.
Yes, okay, and then cheese. This is gonna be so good.
Oh, man. It's so quick and easy. That's what's great about it.
And you know what? Inexpensive.
Just pull.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Okay, so how many does this serve?
So this is gonna serve probably 10 to 12. You're talking about less than $1 per person. Yeah, per serving.
It's amazing.
So let's finish this off. Okay, and then we are gonna top it off with the chives. So I'm gonna push this over towards you, and I'm gonna chop these chives up. I'm gonna get a really nice clean cut there. You know, I asked you if you wanted to do this.
And I said no. I said, Abby, I'll talk about budgets, you cut the chives.
So we are gonna do a couple tablespoons. The recipe calls for 1/4 of a cup, so we are gonna finish this.
I love like green onion, chives, any of this. This
you know
is my
what?
flavor.
And we also, when we were making the sausage, we put the garlic powder and the salt and pepper with that sausage. So you've got a lot of really nice. So I'm gonna let you put this into the oven. The oven is on 350. We're gonna leave it in there for about 30 minutes. I know that biscuits usually cook in about 10, but remember, we've added a layer of butter. They have stacked on top of each other. They need a little bit more time.
It's thick. So good. All right, and thanks to the power of
movie magic.
You could say technology, amazing people who help, all the things. The finished bundt cake.
It's done.
So beautiful.
Okay, a little tip about this.
Yes.
When you do the bundt cake, when you make a normal bundt cake, it's gonna come out like this. You see how, that's not as pretty.
Sad.
As it flipped over, and you have a beautiful, you know, kind of,
it just looks beautiful.
Little muffin.
It's more
little
exciting.
biscuit pull part.
Yes.
So fun.
So exciting.
There you go.
Okay, so one part of your cookbook and what you talk about that I love is just the aspect of community, right? We've talked about coming to the table, having people, a table that serves, a table that connects. But I feel like the pandemic, I mean, we walked through 2020, and I feel like we always bring back 2020, but it's just this marker in all of our lives of things that changed. So how do you feel like that affected people getting together?
You know, I feel
besides
like,
the obvious.
Right, I feel like we've kind of been in muscle atrophy, right? We haven't exercised these muscles of hospitality or serving others or just, I mean, being in the kitchen and cooking a meal for for other people.
Yes.
And so maybe we've tried out the sourdough bread or tried out, different things, but actually having people in your home and exercising that muscle, we haven't done it.
Yes.
So start small, start easy. You don't have to make Thanksgiving dinner today.
Yes.
Let's do little things like a popcorn board or like an easy breakfast bundt cake that you can take to a neighbor. As we get back into this kind of posture of obedience, this posture of serving others, I think it's important that we lean into kind of the skill of being in the kitchen again. Like, what does that look like for you? It could just look like cleaning off the table. That table sometimes is home to our soccer shoes or our purses or our bills or laundry. And sometimes it's just the easiest step of just cleaning it off so that tomorrow you can actually sit there. And it doesn't always have to be some extravagant meal.
So you keep saying that, which I love, because I think a lot of people watching are busy, they're working, either it's friendships or kids or there's just like craziness going on and they don't feel like they have the time. So what would you say to that person that says, oh, but I'm just so busy?
Yeah, you need to pick up the living table.
That's right.
You need the book because, when I say that jokingly, but there are so many tips and tricks. Lean into your grocery stores. They have done some great work around innovation in how, frozen is almost as fresh is now. And, you can do so much with just a can of crescent rolls. I talk in my book a lot about how I always keep crescent rolls on hand because you can do anything from put some garlic on them and they're ready for dinner, or you can slap some brown sugar and they're cinnamon rolls. So you can do a lot with a little, and it doesn't have to take all the ingredients. I get overwhelmed at, when I look at a list of ingredients and it's like 10 deep. It's like, no, I just need a couple of things. And
so what do you have? Like last minute hosting things, crescent rolls. Check.
Crescent rolls
butter.
are always there with butter, right? But I always love to keep frozen fruit and frozen veggies in the freezer because at any minute you could take out frozen veggies, you can take out that crescent roll, a can of cream and mushroom soup, and there you go. You've got a chicken pot pie in minutes. So again, it doesn't take a lot, but it's getting in that muscle memory of what does it look like? What does it feel like to be back in the kitchen?
I love it. So great. Well, Abby, thank you. Such a joy. And again, all this stuff, you guys, it doesn't have to break the bank, but it's just that step beyond just staying in your home by yourself, right? You're expanding, you're bringing people in, the hospitality muscle is being built again, which I love and appreciate it, and doesn't have to break the bank.
It doesn't.
Okay, so Abby, where can everyone find you?
Yes. Okay, I'm on every social media, Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram. Go find me, A Tabletop Affair. I also have a newsletter that comes out every week with just fun recipes, just tips and tricks. To make it easy
to get.
Yes, and the cookbook. So the living table.
And they can pick that up
anywhere. Amazon, Walmart, Target, Barnes & Noble, anywhere books are sold, right?
I love it. I love it. Well, Abby, thank you so much. And hopefully you guys, this just gives you more ideas, again, to open up your home to have people in. So remember to take control of your money and create a life you love.